For this standard, students should be able to compare fractions with different numerators and different denominators by creating visual fraction models or by finding common denominators or numerators. They should learn to draw fraction models to help them compare, and they should also consider the size of the whole when comparing fractions, because the comparisons are only valid when the two fractions refer to the same whole. For example, a half of a medium pizza is different than half of a large pizza. So if I were comparing fractions between those two pizzas, it would not be a valid comparison. If we have an example of there are two cakes on the counter that are the same size, and the first cake has 1/2 of it left, the second cake has 5/12 left, which cake has more left? If a student wanted to figure that out, they could use an area model to represent each cake. So the first cake had 1/2 left, and the second cake has 5/12 left. Then they can look and see that the 5/12 is actually smaller than the 1/2. So by seeing that, they know that the cake that has 1/2 of it left, that cake actually has more cake left. They can also use a number line to show each cake. So instead of the area models, they could draw two number lines to represent each cake. So in the area models, this was cake 1, and this is cake 2. And in the number line models, this is going to be cake 1, and this will be cake 2. So in this would be the first cake. And then in the second number line, we're going to show the 12ths. Here we've shown the half at this point. And here, we're going to divide our number line into 12ths. And so if this was the middle, then this would be where the cake was. So this actually represents the 5/12 on the second cake, and this represents the 1/2 of the first cake. So the student would be able to see that the first cake actually has more cake left. They could also use those models to find the common denominator, because one of the expectations is to find common denominators to compare. So in this, I'm able to look at it and see that 1/2 is the same as 6/12. So in comparing 6/12 to 5/12, it's then easy to see that 6/12 is greater than 5/12. And the same would hold true for the area model. They're able to see that this 1/2 is the same as 6/12, which would then be greater than the 5/12 that's represented here.